History of agriculture. Agriculture, also known as farming, is the production of food, fiber, animal feed, and other goods by harvesting plants and animals. Agriculture is now practiced throughout the world and is an essential part of human civilization, and its history dates back thousands of years. Invention of agriculture 10,000 BCE. Agriculture was invented during the Neolithic era, also known as the New Stone Age. The birthplace of agriculture is believed to be the Fertile Crescent, a region stretching from the eastern Mediterranean coast to the Persian Gulf. The 8 Neolithic crops were emmer wheat, einkorn wheat, peas, lentils, bitter vetch, hulled barley, chickpeas, and flax. Irrigation and canal networks 4000 to 3000 BCE. Irrigation systems were developed in Egypt and Mesopotamia to help regulate the flow of rivers and ensure the availability of water for crops. One of the most impressive irrigation systems developed during this time was the Qanat, an underground canal used to tap into underground streams. Improvements in farming implements 3000 to 1000 BCE. During the Bronze Age, advanced metalworking techniques led to the development of stronger farming implements. This allowed for more efficient tilling of the soil and increased agricultural productivity.
The Filipino farmer is a dying breed.
And every day is a story. A struggle has lasted many generations. We see this emerald horizon and call them beautiful. But for farmers, beauty doesn't pay the bills. The gap between farm gate and the ring cable is getting wider. The price of a rice bowl at the same time, the profit for the person who grows it stays stagnant, or worse, it disappears.
The struggle isn't new. It is a legacy. For centuries, the Philippine land was held by a few highlight families. Even after the Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Program, or CARP, many farmers remain landless owners. They have the paper, but they are burdened with debt. Giving a man a piece of land without giving him the means to tell is a hollow gesture. Ownership is a burden when they lack the credit to buy fertilizer or the machinery to compete.
57 years old. So, ibig sabihin, in 10 years, wala na tayo kakainin. So, wala na tayo kakainin. Siguro, 15 years.
During harvest season, traders spend only money for growing for 10 pesos. That's seasonal. That's tradition. Farmers are forced to sell when product for low prices because they got no privacy is
Tulad ngayon, tingin ko dito, sa lugar na to, ang farmer, konting-konti na lang eh.
Sa bukid lang ho ako nag-determine magtrabaho. Baka mga 5 taon pa yan, wala nang sasakayin dito. Puro mga pabrika na dyan, umalis na.
Hirap ka. Wala kami insurance, wala kami yan.
Talagang sa kabataan niya yun. Madalang naglalabas sa bukid, mga takot sa araw, mga mainitan. Yung mga kabataan niya, yung mga magpapakinis ng ng mga mukha, ba't nilalabas siya?
And yung mga bata, mga anak nila, wala naman sa farming. Sa iba nagtatrabaho eh. So,
We are looking in the paradox. The Philippines is one of the world's top rice producer, yet we are also the world's largest economy. Our farmers are just fighting this. They are fighting a system that seems to get them. Tonight, we look into the eyes of people who provide our daily bread and ask the very hands that feed the nation. Once of the world, then live in this empty.
for example, ngayon, kung walang foundation, walang gusto mag-initiate, ano ang future ng farming?
The problem is obvious. No more people to to farm the land. No more crops to harvest. No more food on the table. Hunger.
Pero pag ang population natin in 30 years, nag 9 billion na, kaya ba makakabili pa tayo sa ibang bansa? Baka hindi na eh.
The situation is dire, but not helpless. Actions must be done, and they must be done right now.
Isang libo lang. Ayun, 3 libo lang. Tapos, palay namin, bibili lang sa peso.
Pregnant tells one story. The story of a farmer fed needy welcome peasants to reduce 1 kilo of rice. But during the run, traders might only buy it for 12 to 14 pesos. Imagine working for 6 months and ended up with less money. Working for 6 months and ended up with less money than you started. That isn't a job. That is
Urgency is of the utmost importance, and the Kalata Foundation boldly takes the lead in solving this crisis.
Walang gustong pumasok sa ganung field eh. So, yung foundation is parang ma-inspire ulit sila. Ma-inspire yung mga tao.
Go.
Everybody else. Pero yung mga kabataan dadala sa ibang bansa, bababalikin mo dito. Tingin ko magbabago ang magbabago.
The Philippines is in need of farmers, intelligent, skilled, modern, and dedicated
Mga
farmers.
young people, ngayon, entrepreneur, farmer.
To initiate change is to inspire people to change their mindset and open their horizons.
That is very important that Filipinos are educated in the university, which is they will give them the best tools. They're preparing a specific program from them. They will go to school half a day. They will have an
To
apprentice.
cultivate necessitates giving the new breed of farmers the proper education and equipping them with technology, arming them with tools to set them up for success.
Kailangan center na nandun lahat ng tools ng mga farmer para umasaya sa pag-farming.
Yan lang.
Tuturuan sila ng tamang pag-fertilize, soil analysis, yung mga supply chain.
To sustain the program, we come back full circle to the now modern Filipino farmer. It starts with him. It ends with him.
Or hard work. So imagine mo wala doon ito.
The problems facing Philippine agriculture are deep and wide. Any attempt to solve them seem futile at worst and temporary at best. But steps must be made. Actions must be done. The Kalata Foundation is at the forefront of initiating change.
Kasi mahirap ang change eh. So, yun yung pinakamahirap. Yung change.
So I think if they see the vision there and they can feel they can bring that here, there's no need to go away to work, they don't
The
need to do.
foundation takes it upon itself to spread information about the crisis at hand. Awareness is the first step. However, the solutions are multifaceted and involves multiple sectors. The Kalata Foundation invites you to be part of this solution.
Halos wala na rin sa mga anak ng mga magsasaka ang gustong sumunod sa mga yapak nila.
Itinuturing ang Pilipinas bilang isang bansang sagana sa
Dahil
agrikultura.
naganap pa rin ang gutom sa bansa, natatakot ang Department of Agrarian Reform sa posibleng food shortage kung magpatuloy no way to earn a living to feed.
Bitin kapag walang-wala na sa budget.
The province is expecting to lose at least half its crops.
Demand justice for Teller. The Filipino farmer is the backbone of this nation.
But a backbone can only take so much to fight before it breaks. Every grain of rice is a statement to us that will no longer ignore.
It's time will give back to the hands that have fed us for centuries. Support the local harvest.